Right, here's my secret ingredient for the WhatsApp 1 kilo challenge. Elderberries. I've got 1.06 kilos of elderberries on the stalk. So I should have, I would think, a kilo of elderberries after I pick them off. It's a bit of a tedious process. You've just got to roll the berries off. If they're ripe, they should come straight off. If they're not ripe, they shouldn't be going in. It's going to take a while. Right, just over an hour to process those, and I've got 925 grams of elderberries. Hey everybody, here we are again, and part 2, carrying on with the single can challenge kit. So off camera, I've blended in a household blender the elderberries with a litre of water, and then brought it to the boil on the hob and then left it to cool. I'm going to use the ladies' lingerie filtration system to filter those in a second. I'm using a Young's Harvest Yorkshire Bitter beer kit. It's a single can kit. That's been in hot water. So let's just crack on. That's fairly softened. We've got a kettle full of near boiling water. So we'll get the elderberries sieved off, because there'll be a load of pips and possibly bits of skin in there. And obviously lots of bits of crud. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wash the jug, and I'm going to put this suspended above the jug to drain. Right, the elderberries are draining in the utility room, so it's time to start the kit. I think I've shown this many times before. Just tilts up at the last bit, just raises the lid. Straight into the fermenter. Now, the fermenter's got the elderberry mixture in, or most of it. And then, I'm sure I've shown you this before, with the can below the height of the fermenter, pour boiling water over the lid, catching as much of the water as you can in the can. The rest goes into the fermenter, and then clean lid, stick your can in a 3 litre jug, and stick the rest of the water in it. Pour the rest of the boiling water in there, and then wash your can out. I normally use the other 3 litre jug at this point, but it's busy. So, tilting the can forward. So that's a 2 litre jug. Right, the can isn't quite clean. Nearly. There's no drips down the side, but I'll just tip back into the can. sloshing a little bit. Sounds pretty clean now. That can go straight into the fermenter. At this point, give it a quick stir. Make sure the malt is fully dissolved. Then we're going to add a kilo of Demerara sugar. You can use white table sugar. Demerara just gives it a little bit more of a flavour. Slice straight through the bag. Dip it in. Stir to dissolve the sugar. With your sugar dissolved, next just ensure that your can is fully rinsed off. So with cold water, rinse the can inside and out. Tip that into your jug. There you can see, perfectly clean inside and out can. Give your jug a little bit of a rinse round. Whack that in. Then it's just a case of putting in the extra juice from the elderberries, topping up to 23 litres, adding the yeast. I'm switching the yeast out that it came with. It's a generic, unknown what sort of yeast it is. I'm going to reuse the SO4. I've got that in the starter here. You can see from the streaks going up the side, it's already started to ferment. Right, here we are, about to start bottling. Got 46 bottles in boxes on the floor, all primed with half a teaspoon of sugar. But I'll just show you the fermentation. It fermented so vigorously, the krausen reached up to the top, to the lid, and almost had a blow off. You can see we've got yeast residue up in the airlock. I've got a bottling wand, and I've got a new tube. The other tube didn't actually reach to the bottom, but we've got a bung so that it'll go through the lid, and it will reach all the way to the bottom of the fermenter. That there's a valve in the bottom of the bottling wand, so when you take it out of the bottle, it automatically stops. On to bottling. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to put over the end of the tube a little bag just to filter. There may be some bits, shouldn't be, there may be some bits in. Right, so just filter that out. So airlock comes out, one-handed. And then, I'll go around this side. The bottling wand needs to go up through the hole that the airlock came out of. Don't flip the lid all the way, because you want air to get out. Stick the bung in. That grips the dip pipe. Carefully push that all the way to the bottom. Don't forget where you left your hose pipe. Let that drop into the box. fingers around it. Give it a suck. I haven't found it's leaking. Superb. No idea why that's leaking. New pipe required. Panic. No pipe to replace the bottling wand, so I've had to go with plan 2, which is basically, as the bottle fills, put a kink in the pipe to stop most of the flow, transfer it over. Good job I've got the boxes, because this is messy. We get a bit of leakage. But I'm going to fill the trials jar in a sec. Fill the trials jar, take a reading, have a bit of a sample maybe. But, no, hang on. Right, quickly show you the colour. Quite a nice red colour. I'll just have to crack on now.